Alright guys, so we're gonna get this going. I'm actually gonna kill this light first. Hold on one second. Bear with me. Alright, so we're gonna run the Valley benchmark on an HD Extreme. Alright, so just so you guys can see the settings. DirectX 11, Ultra, Stereo 3D disabled, monitor single, anti-aliasing type ×3, full screen, 1080p. Zoom it out and let's give it a run. So this time I actually have the settings over here so that you can actually see the temperatures at the same time. So I actually hold this back like this, and when I start the benchmark, which we're going to do in a second. Turn down the sound because it's a little late. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll tilt this like that and I'll hit the benchmark. And this way you can kind of sort of see everything. Now the graphics card, the highest I've ever seen it go was like 75 degrees Celsius. I've never seen it go above that. AMD cards, they do tend to run hot. So, I mean, that, you know, it's not unheard of for an i9-3990X to go, you know, 80, 90 degrees. You know, but the hottest I've ever seen it get was 80 degrees Celsius. Which I'm okay with, as long as it doesn't touch the 90 range. That's where I start to get worried. But I haven't seen any type of like thermal throttling or anything like that from it. So I've had it overclocked like this for a while, probably about 6 months, and it's been perfectly fine. But you can see the temperature readouts. CPU's pushing about 32 degrees Celsius. See, this is where I'm going to run into the issues. I think that when I get these new fans, even though they're going to be quieter, I'm not quite sure they're going to be enough to thermally cool everything. And I mean, you could already see that the temperature is 78 degrees Celsius, so it is getting a little hot. So, I mean, that's where I might have to play around with it, and that's why I said I might keep that one really noisy fan. Just because the amount of airflow that it throws down on it, on the graphics card that is. So, and just because that graphics card does run hot, and because I do have it so much, like I have it overclocked so much, that I might, you know, leave that fan in the bottom there. I'm not quite sure yet. Like I said, I'm gonna have to run some more tests once I get done, you know, installing the new fans and everything, and we'll see what, you know, what's what. But right now I switched out the top fan with an NZXT1, so it's a little less noisy. When I had the 2, it was, you know, it sounded like I had a jet turbine in my room every time I turned this computer on. But right now it's holding steady at about 78 degrees Celsius. And it's getting a good workout. And again, this is the extreme HD setting for Valley benchmark. I mean, you just see all the colors and all the detail in this. It's unreal. And there's that 80-degree mark I was talking about. I mean, you gotta take into account too, no game is gonna, you know, push this graphics card like this, you know, like this is, that I play at least. But this is like the extreme, you know, of really pushing that graphics card, really pushing that CPU, is running this benchmark. And as you can see, those are my scores right there. I got average FPS of 64.8, score 2710. Minimum frames per second is 25.5, same as the Heaven benchmark. Max frame 116.9. change anything. You know, same CPU, same graphics card, HD, extreme HD setting. You know, so, but that's that one. I'm gonna let this cool down. So I'm gonna let this cool down for a little bit, and then I'm gonna run the Fire Strike for you guys. Also do, you know, the thermal testing, or the, you know, I'll let you guys see the temperature over here, so that you can see. I mean, you can look at and see. Look at the temperature drop already. The second I take it off load. So that's why I'm actually contemplating keeping that fan that's in there, is because the second I take it off load, boom, there goes instant cool. Look at how fast it dropped. It went from 80 degrees Celsius to 50 degrees Celsius in under a couple seconds. So the second I took it off load. So I mean, that's the difference. That's the big difference with, you know, running that kind of test versus like regular gaming. Like regular gaming, I've never seen it get that hot, ever. You know, the hottest I've ever seen it get, you know, when I'm playing League of Legends, for instance, it'll be like 62 degrees Celsius, maybe 78, and that's with everything maxed out 100%. Same deal when I'm playing, you know, like Xbox streaming and, you know, watching two of my other friends' streams all at the same time. You know, it'll get anywhere between 71 and 78 degrees Celsius. Like, I've figured out the sweet spot for this graphics card, and in addition to that, I figured out the sweet spot for this, you know, CPU as well, with this motherboard. So now that it's cooled down again, it's Fire Strike. I only have the demo, so it might not be that great. Also, this program, for whatever reason, doesn't recognize the new 390X. It recognizes it as a 290X. So that's a software issue. So you might have to update. I'm actually just gonna roll right with it. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna stop it real quick and I'll start up a new one. I wanted to make this a 3-parter. I'll be right back, guys.